Alright, before I start this video, I want to make this clear. This theory is probably not true. It's just a little personal idea of mine about these background characters. Now, since I got that out of the way, so now here we go. Hello everyone, it's your boy Clone Razor here, back with you for another theory video. Today I'm going to talk about a personal theory slash idea of mine that I thought was pretty cool, that I've been thinking about for a few days now. You know how Universe 6 Saiyans are, well, still alive, and are in pretty big numbers. So, what if the Namekians on the Universe 6 team were the last two, or one of a few survived? Yes, before you get mad at me, yes, I've seen the latest episode, yes, I know what's happened to Universe 6, and yes, and I know how the Namekians are so strong. But okay, hear me out. For this personal theory of mine, it would go something like this. We all know how the Universe 7 Namekians are. They're peaceful, sure they have their warrior Namekians and stuff, but I would still consider them a peaceful race. But what if the Universe 6 Namekians from the very beginning were not like the Universe 7 Namekians, but the Universe 7 Saiyans? Most of them would love the natural thrill of battle. They would all be prepared to fight and die for their planet, trained in combat. If I had to make a comparison for any Star Wars fans watching this, I would compare the Universe 6 Namekians, in my theory, to a planet called Mandalore. Basically, if you don't know, in Star Wars there's a planet called Mandalore, and it's housed by their citizens, which they call Mandalorians. These Mandalorians, or at least the ancient ones, in my opinion, were like a warrior race. They would have all their citizens train in military combat and be prepared to fight or die and serve their planet, if they didn't have to do that by force already. Alright, in my theory, the Namekians would still have heroes and Dragon Ball makers, but there would be far few between. Just like the Mandalorians, the Universe 6 Namekians would have all their people trained and fight in combat, and must be prepared to fight or die for their planet or its cause. Unlike the Universe 7 Saiyans that would conquer different planets, the Universe 6 Namekians would be more of an isolated bunch, and usually keep to themselves on their own planet. Due to them being isolated, they would have no further engagements with any of the further systems, and they would usually defend outsider attacks. But their main problem would not be from outsiders, but it would be with, just like I mentioned earlier, the Universe 6 Namekians were all mostly trained in combat, but they still had their hero Namekians and their Dragon Ball clan members. But due to the Namekians' warrior-like nature, some of the Universe 6 Namekians wanted the Dragon Balls for themselves, and for their personal gain or purposes, instead for the planet as a whole, as the Dragon Ball members intended it to be. So many wars were fought over the Dragon Balls, between the Namekians of course, and due to this many Namekians' lives were lost. During these wars, many Namekians, like I said before, were killed, including some of the Dragon Clan members. Due to this, the remaining Dragon Clan members got together to discuss the issue. They all would come to an agreement, as long as the Dragon Balls are still on this planet, there will continue to be war and death. Due to them not being able to handle the weight of their very own creations being used for evil, the Namekians that met up that day would have killed themselves, taking the Dragon Balls with them. After this incident, the wars would cease to die down, but some do believe that a few members of the Dragon Clan were able to somehow escape the planet and search for someone else that's worthy to use their glorious creation. Even though the wars were over, the Namekians were not out of trouble yet. The plague that affected the Universe 7 Namekians at this time would infect the Universe 6 Namekians as well. Due to them not having Dragon Balls, and with very little means of leaving the planet, many of the Namekians died. The ones that did survive the plague, however, would face another difficult challenge. They'd be forced to survive and adapt to their new environment and surroundings. That would also explain why their skin is yellow and gray instead of green and pink, because their genes had to adapt to this new environment and surroundings that the plague has brought upon them, which then in turn got that dominant gene and gave it to their offspring. The plague wouldn't just have an effect on their skin, however, it would also affect their genes, like I stated before, and also it would damage their body, even destroying parts of their body. One of the main systems that was effective was their reproductive abilities. It was damaged due to some could even produce it all, while some could even produce one or two offspring, if they were lucky. Even though it seemed hopeless, some Namekians finally understood their flaws as a race and tried to fix it. but one Namekian in particular knew what must be done, and he created two who believed that would save the race once more. Thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you like this theory because I have a part 2 in mind planned. Maybe even a part 3 if this goes well. So, hope you like, comment, subscribe, write down what you're feeling below, and remember, us clones always follow order.